Randy.
I've had some medical issues the last year, so I've been wearing a mask when I'm indoors, but I'm not going to worry about getting infected up here. It's not the coronavirus we're worried about. Everybody here's been inoculated, right? It's all that other bad stuff. Okay, what is going? I'm the proprietor of eRockets. We've got the world's largest selection of rocket kits, and we carry a few parts. So if you're interested in rocket building, we can take care of you. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, why is Semrock brand, why do we have so many things that are out of stock? Well, let me tell you what's going on. There's a little balsa wood shortage going on. And the balsa wood shortage is preventing us from making a lot of balsa nose cones. We normally stock about 650 different nose cones. We're currently out of about 225 of them. Not good. So, 3D printing is coming to life, and we will start producing new 3D printed nose cones to eventually replace all balsa nose cones, because when a balsa nose cone costs $50, you people are not going to be interested in them anymore. So the 3D printing technology is getting slick enough now where we can go forward and make nose cones of many, many sizes. We have an SLA printer that's being installed right now that will allow us to make nose cones under 5 inches. We'll do adapters and nose cones and tail cones. They'll all be SLA print. I don't know if you've seen some of the latest SLA print. It is impeccably fantastic. Has anyone here built our little micro Mars lander that's got that little gray nose cone? Okay, there's a few hands up. That virtually needs no sanding or cleanup in order to finish it. A little primer, a little paint, you're ready for decals. So the quality is awesome, and you will see that coming up in many of our new kits coming up in the future. All right. So, everyone saw on Facebook, okay, not everyone, but many of you saw on Facebook a pile of boxes that looks like this. Well, this pile of boxes is our new release, and we haven't had a new release in a while, but we have the Pro Cherokee that is now available, or is available as soon as I go turn it on. Basically, the Pro Cherokee is a 29mm rocket. It includes the motor retainer, so it's got a plastic motor retainer for you. It has got rail buttons included. It has a beautiful red, bright red parachute, ripstop nylon, 18-inch parachute. It has sticker shock decals. You can name the Pro Cherokee whatever you want. Mine here says Pro Cherokee with a little dash. And in the past, it used to be the Cherokee D or the Cherokee C or the Cherokee MX or whatever. You get to put whatever letter you want on it. We're providing you all the letters of the alphabet that Aerotech carries to put on your rocket. So it's all inclusive, $90. I've got kits 4 through 13 here. Actually, I don't have all the kits. Where'd Jay Calvert go? Jay Calvert at Impulse Buys, he has got these kits for sale in his booth. If you're out on the field, I've got like 4 of them with me today. I'd be glad to take your $90 and give you one of these beauties. So what do you guys think? Okay. This is kit number KP for Pro 01. Now when we start with 01, what comes next? Oh, good. You guys are very smart. Okay, so there's more coming. There's more coming. Let's have some more NARAMs and we'll go from there. The first 30 kits of every rocket, we always give little decals that you can put on stuff or on a tag around the rocket saying what kit number it was to begin with. All right. This is a handy little tool that we've been selling quite a few of, and I think one of the groups actually was talking about this. Just a nice contoured 3D printed sanding block with a piece of sandpaper that's got adhesive on it. I'm going to pass that around so you folks can see the type of work we do with our 3D printing. I don't know what this is. Maybe I remember what, oh, hummingbird.
Yes.
Hummingbird. So this will be coming up in the near future. We're working on the prototypes now. So that'll be coming soon. And a little invention that we haven't seen much of the light of day, but we need it at this particular field. Everyone's heard of a rule where we've got to have rail buttons on a rocket, and for what, F motor and higher?
Yep.
Okay, pretty smart rule, right? What's it doing? It's keeping us from flying things into places we don't want to fly them. So rail buttons are a good thing because the rails are very sturdy and we don't see a lot of rod whip and that kind of stuff. In fact, you better see no rod whip. But we got a problem sometimes, right? We've got launch lugs on a lot of our old rockets, don't we? So for $4, and this is available in Jay Calvert's booth, you can buy a rail button set that attaches to a rocket's launch lug so that you can fly your rocket with rail buttons. It's a slick little invention. We invented this about 4 or 5 years ago. We sent some prototypes when the NSL was here, but now we're at NARAM and we've got the need again. Anyway, these are only $4, so everybody that's flying that needs to do a conversion comes with a little rubber band, some nice laser printed parts. It's been experimented with and played with quite a bit, so we'll pass that along so everybody can see what that's all about. And it gives you an idea of some of the innovative things we're always doing to help make the rocketry community better. Now, the other thing I'll say about eRockets is you've got a handful of vendors that are here this weekend, and we all appreciate your business very much. And I really appreciate all the vendors that show up because pretty much everything they talk about, we carry. So if you need a single source or you need to get a hold of something quickly or want it shipped the next day or whatever, please look us up, eRockets.biz. We've got 4,600 SKUs in our new building. We just moved to a new building back in October. We've got more space for everything, which is great. And if you happen to be in the Dayton, Ohio area, especially if you're visiting the Air Force Museum there, we are now, whoops, appreciate that. We are now, the Air Force Museum is only 1.25 miles away from our building.
Wow.
And we're on the same street. So we can't have it any better or any easier for your folks. Come on by and see us. We love having guests. We'll sell you anything you want. Just get over and see us. All right. Any questions about eRockets or SEMROCK and the things that are going on? Yeah, guys.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, well, any news on? I think before you announced you were going to do an upscale of the orbital transport.
Mm-hmm.
How's that going? Or probably waiting for balsa, right?
Ooh. No, we're not waiting for balsa anymore. We made a big decision, and we are going to 3D print the nose cones, and we are ready to start production of the nose cones. Now, in order for us to have enough kits, have enough nose cones, it takes us about 3 weeks to a month to gear up. So we're at least that far out, but I know the instructions aren't quite done, but it's coming soon, real soon. And it'll be all 3D printed parts. And the orbital transport, oh my. The little models don't do it justice, because when you have a bigger orbit, when you walk up to that spaceship, you see more hatches, right? You see more windows, don't you? You see more detail. There's probably 30 new pieces of detail on the new orbital transport when it comes out. So you'll be extremely happy with it, I'm sure. It's a modeler's dream. And the other rocket that we're in production, or not in production on yet, but we're finishing development on, is the Mars Snooper. Now, Estes has a Mars Snooper come out, and man, it's going to do great. And we're going to sell a ton of them. So if you need a Mars Snooper, hopefully we'll be one of the first to have them. But hopefully by Christmas we'll have an even larger one. It's going to be a little pricey, but all the little fiddly detail stuff is all going to be 3D printed. So it'll be pretty exciting. There's laser cut decal or details in it as well, and we marry the best of laser cutting and 3D printing into that model to make it something that I think you'll be very, very happy with. All right, other questions?
Yeah, mine's a whole lot easier. Where do you get that adhesive back sandpaper for the?
We have that available, and we laser cut it to size for you. All right, so we buy it in big sheets and then we cut it up.
And you've got multiple.
We've got 220, 320, and 400, I think. All right, yes?
Strap-on rail buttons, do you have it for 3/16 and quarter-inch lugs as well?
3/16, quarter-inch, and if you have an old Aerotech rocket that had the square launch lugs, those are special size. We've got those too. They're only $4. Jay Calvert's got them over in his booth, so you can buy them from him. Anybody else? All right. Thank you very much.